Welcome to Day of Discovery 2024. This is our January Day of Discovery. We're kicking off the new year with discovering some new stuff. And again, we want to welcome everyone, Marvin and myself. Marvin's president of Anjali. I'm vice president. And we've got all of our amazing leaders here with us. Mary, welcome. Bob, Kim, Law, Coach. And we're looking at all your smiley faces as we get rolling here. I'm going to save a few things as we kind of get going. As I share my screen. And Marvin, you want to say hello? I'm just kind of jumping right into this.
Hello, everyone. I'm happy to be here with Brad, and glad that he's running everything.
And I've got Michael as backup. We decided we need to have a little backup here. So Michael Avery's our backup. Hey, if Michael doesn't do a good job, this is totally fireable position that we may grab Mary or others to help us. So no, it's all volunteer. So we're gonna have a good time. You'll know that's one of the things about us here at Anjali is that you'll hear me say a lot. Let's have fun. Let's make money. But most importantly, let's make a difference. Let's make a difference in people's lives. We're a community about doing that. But let's have fun as we're doing it. So people may make mistakes here and there. That's okay. That's part of the world we live in. Mistakes happen. We're a community. We team together and we learn from them. The biggest thing about if you make a mistake, you learn from it. Hopefully that's what you're doing and you're growing. Because we want you to grow with us. We're going to grow as a company. We're going to grow as individuals, as people. I'm going to share my screen and just I do have a presentation here, kind of somewhat we've prepared. If I can get to that right spot to share it, you'll probably see all my stuff right now. And this just welcomes you. As you can see, I'm just going to slide through here because here's what we're going to talk about today is the victory strategy, the Jaya Wave. I want you to understand the purpose of this, how important it is to the success of your business, okay? The second thing is the enrollment packs. I like to call them the launch packs, our launch packs, the launch enrollment packs. When somebody brand new comes in, you have a choice when you talk to somebody whether they want to come in as a guest or a brand ambassador. Guests are totally great. We welcome guests. There's no really advantage to somebody being a brand ambassador if they're not going to enroll anyone, if they're not going to recruit. Just stay as a guest because the pricing is going to be the same for all of us. They can set up a loyalty order and all of that. So we just want you to know that. But if they want to come in and build a business, we have three options in doing that I'll talk about that are very, very important to the theme of our talk today. The theme, they're very important. The reason I'm sharing Jaya Wave and enrollment that me and Marv are going to talk about that is they're very important to this third topic, our pre-launch event. And we want everybody on our pre-launch event, and we're going to talk about that, when it is, what we'll be doing, and how you can, because everybody is invited to this pre-launch event. It's going to be our kickoff. We're in a soft kind of a launch right now, but it's that pre-kickoff to Anjali Global, and we want everyone there, family and friends, invite them all to the pre-launch event. But we have something there that if you'll pay attention, that you can win, have it for free, and do these things. So as we go through this, that's kind of what I really wanted you to talk about. So we're talking about a complete business makeover. Anjali Global is a complete business makeover. As we've launched this, we started this little soft launch. Still remembering me and Marvin meeting Coach down in Las Vegas at the Lexor, and didn't quite have our internet working really good. So it was a soft launch, but it's a new makeover. Everything we're doing, the excitement of it all is very much alive, and all the new people that are coming with us. Now, this is our rewards chart that I want you to be very, very, very familiar with. You need to go into your office portal, and right at the very bottom on your dashboard, if you'll scroll down the left side, you just click on it and it'll pop up. It'll have the whole chart. But get familiar with this. Basically, it tells you how much volume needs to be generated. If you generate $1,500 in volume, make $250. Now, the volume has to be spread across 3 teams. So you need to at least enroll 3 people, all right, that you have active teams. Now, the person you enroll may not be active. We want them to, but somebody they enroll may be active. So, but you want it spread across 3 teams. It doesn't have to be equal. A lot of times we talk about it being equal just because it's simpler to explain. But if you want to make $2,000 a month, you need to do 10,000 reward volume spread across 3 teams. And Marvin, we're going to talk about that. Marvin's put a lot of work, partly why we got a little bit later this morning. He's been working all night with this video he's been producing that's going to help explain this, what I'm talking about here today. So, and then you always have technical difficulty right before the event went live. Nothing worked, so I had to shut my computer off and restart. So reboot. Know this chart. Know it. Because if you're at 2,000, you always get paid on whatever one you've accomplished. So 1,500 to $29.99 is $250. 3,000 to 5,999 is $500. And that's how you get paid. So what we kind of do is pay you in advance. I didn't want to cover that today. We'll do it another time. But Marvin, a lot of times we do this opportunity. We show what you make, and it'll show these other companies' bonuses. There's 1,200 and 1,600. Ours is at 16. Is at 4,000. Well, if you cut our volume in half, it would be 2,000, which is still more than what they're getting paid, because we kind of do this in advance and paying you. But just know this chart. Know it well. Know it well.
Which by the way, Brad, is actually the opposite of what most companies do. Most companies, the further you advance, then they're going to give you that money. But we actually do it up front, so people have the money to work with and live on, so we can get money into people's hands as quickly as possible, so that it really can make a difference in their lives.
Yes. And so gang, as we go through this, know this chart, because it's going to really help you as we're going through all this today. So again, Jaya Wave. I'm hoping you all got this by now, but if you're brand new, this is your first time on a call, just want to share with you what we teach people, the success unit, the strategy, because people brand new go, okay, it's exciting, I'm in. What's my first steps? Well, you want to be Wave 1 qualified. Here you are. You want to be be on a limitless performance stack. That should be your loyalty or the setup on your subscribe and save. It generates 150 a month. Now, all of our commissions that you make, when I showed that last chart, I'll just jump back again. When I showed this, to make anything on here, you need to be active. The first requirement is to be active. That's 75 in reward volume. The only bonus that requires more than that is what we call our Jaya Wave bonus. And this is more of a strategy. It's a promotion we're actually doing. It's a separation of our out of the rewards plan a little bit, but to earn it there, you need to do 150, because it's extra money we're giving people. So, and you can generate that by you and all of your guests. So any volume you do and all that your guests do counts towards that personal reward volume. So you need 150 there. Now, Wave 1 would be having 3 people that were active on your first wave. Sometimes it's called frontline, but your first wave of affiliation. So that's Wave 1. And that generates, you want Wave 1, this volume, that's because you could have more than 3 people. You got 4, 5, 6, but it needs to generate at least 450 in reward volume. So you, me, and my 3. I'm saying it's me and my 3. Me plus 3 is Wave 1. Those 3 that generate 450. The easiest way to add that up is if we all did 150. If we were on the limitless performance stack, we would all do 150. Wave 1 qualified. I just want to share that because how important it is. That's all a new person's focus should be, is me, and I need to find my 3. So me and my 3, right? Now, we always say when you enroll them, then your investment's back. So 3 and it's free. Ongoing, it's me and my 3 to be Wave 1 qualified. The significance of that's going to be very powerful here as I go to this next slide. I'm going to jump back one more as we talk on here. As you begin to help them do that, if you helped one of your personals be Wave 1 qualified, another one be Wave 1 qualified, another one, so now I have 3 of them Wave 1 qualified, you're now Wave 2 qualified, making more money. This is above and beyond the chart I just showed you. That chart that's our base commission, that's base. This is above and beyond. That's why we call this a plus. This is a rewards adventure. Now, if you help each one of these become wave 1 qualified, you'd be wave 3 qualified. You'd be making anywhere from $900 to $1,500 on top of that chart that we already went over. Now, in the chat right now, that's where I can't see my chat stuff, but in the chat, everyone put in there, type in, if you understand what wave 1 qualified is, put a 1 in there. I'm teaching y'all. This is a day of discovery, gang. If you don't know how to do this yet, I'm going to teach you how to do that. Elaine, good. Michael, Marvin got it. 1. So it's me plus 3, right? And my wave 1 generates 450 in volume. I'm doing 150. I'm wave 1 qualified. I'm making some bonus. Okay. So thank you. We're going to do some chat thing here. I want y'all to do some math. I'm going to do some math with all of you real quick. 3. If you had 3 people that came in on a limitless performance stack, that produces 150 in volume. Okay. If you enrolled 3 people on limitless performance stack, 3 plus 150 equals what? Put it in the chat. I know this is rudimentary a little bit, but 3 plus 150 equals. Marvin, thank you. You see it starts up in there now. Some of you are copying Marvin, but 3 times 150 is 450, right? So I have 3 people each doing 150. That's 450. Good, Cheryl, thank you. Now, same thing. I have 3 people I enroll, but instead of on a limitless enrollment pack, I enroll them on the Discovery Pack. The Discovery Pack is worth 300 RV. So what's 3 times 300? Put in the chat. Kim, first one. Hey, if we were giving out prizes, you'd be getting it, okay? Hey, gang, by the way, we're going to work on that. We're going to work on doing prizes on these. When we do these shows or we have a day of discovery, we may do some giveaways with stuff like that. Well, this is an exercise today, gang. I want you to get used to going in the chat, how we can interact with each other, all right? So now, the Business Builder Pack. Does anybody know, put in the chat how many RV that is when you enroll somebody with the Business Builder Pack? Marvin got it first. It's 500. Elaine, it's 500. So if you enrolled 3 people on the Business Builder Pack, how much volume would you have on your first wave? Kim, Marvin, Cheryl, you're getting it, 1,500. Okay, so 1,500, that's all. That's right. So as we're moving through this, I just kind of want you to get you understand. You all know that 500 is more than 150. Put a 1 in the chat if you know that. If you know, and put a 2 in the chat if you know that 300 RV from a Discovery Pack is more than 150 RV. 2, 2, 2. Cheryl, thank you. We're having fun here right now. I just wanted to have fun as we're going through this. So what I'm trying to help you understand is this success unit. It's a success unit, really. If I get Michael, if he comes in and learns how to get it set up on a loyalty order of 150, enrolls 3 others, and they're on 150, that's a success unit. And we just have to duplicate that again and again, right? Now, one of these people that Michael has may not do the success unit, but one of their people does down here. Somebody here does it. I'm going to emphasize this here as we move forward. Again, here's what happens. This is why I'm sharing this, why it's so important. A wave one qualifier the volume that will be produced from a wave 1 qualifier on your team is going to be between 450 and 600 in reward volume. So a wave 1 qualifier on your team produces 450 to 600 in reward volume. So you all can do the math. I just learned that you all know math. You know how to add. If you had, I'm just using 20 wave 1s on your team. If you had 20 people that were wave 1 qualifiers on your team, you'd be producing at least 10, you'd be a 10K producer. You'd have probably minimum of 10,000 in reward volume being generated on your team. Put in the chat, how much does a 10K producer earn from the base commissions? That's just the base commission. What does a 10K producer earn? I can go back to the chart. Thank you, Marvin. Joseph got it. $2,000. Kim, $2,000. A 10K producer makes $2,000 a month from base commissions, okay? I'm just kind of sharing this with you. This is a little education. We want to discover some stuff today. First, I want to know you know how the chat works, that you know how to do math, because you can start figuring this out yourself. You can start to go, okay, if a wave one person generates that kind of volume, and I need 3 teams, how many on each team to qualify, right? But I'm just giving you basic math here. Now, drum roll. We got the big wave coming in, talking about Jaya Wave, but we're having our Anjali Global pre-launch event November 2024. November 2024. So mark it down, set it in stone. Hey, if it happens to be over Halloween on the October 31st into November, but it's going to be in November. So we're planning on that. And we are going to be cruising the oceans. So this is this blue ocean. So we're having this event on a cruise. Put a 1 in the chat if you're excited to be on a cruise with us. Kim, thank you. Lots of 1s. 511. I got Cheryl. Cheryl's 5 times as excited. Elaine. So I'm just going to kind of explain to how this is going to work, and Marvin can chime in with me. But this is not any, normally an event like this would be a qualifier, but we want this to be an event everybody comes to. We want your children there with us. We want moms and dads, siblings, whoever, your next door neighbors, if they want to be here with us, rub shoulders with us, we want them there. Now, this event has a cost to it. So you're all going to, what we're going to do when we have by the 1st of February, we're going to have it in the back office where you can make a deposit to get your event. And it might be $200 deposit, because this event going on a trip like this, and typically we want this to be for 2. So you and a significant other to be there with us. But that event is going to have a cost to it. And I'm just going to say it's $800 a person. So $1,600 for 2. We'll tell you where it's at, where you need to fly into. You can book your flights, but it's not till November, so you have time, and we're going to create a payment program so you can start paying monthly, but you need to give us a deposit. So I want you thinking ahead right now, $250 deposit per person, something like that. Start putting that money together. Does anybody know how much you make when you enroll somebody on a Business Builder pack? When you enroll somebody on a Business Builder pack, what's the referral profit that comes to you for referring them to our business? Marvin's always the first one here. Joseph has it. Thank you. You make $425 when you enroll somebody on the Business Builder pack. If we said we need a $250 deposit per person, go enroll somebody on a Business Builder pack. There's your deposit. Boom, right there for our event. Now, we're going to do these things annually. We want everybody to be there. They might be in Cancun, but this first one, a cruise, we want to get you there with us. It's going to be exotic, amazing. We want the adventure to begin. So hence, we're a blue ocean company. Now, we've built in something that if you go 10K producer, that's why I'm focusing on that you'll get the trip for free. You still got to enroll and do everything. But when we get to November, all those 10K producers will have the trip for free, because we will send you back a check for that to cover anything you put in, to cover the cost of that trip. So we want everybody running right now for 10K producer. We want everybody. You understand what I'm saying? We want everybody with us on the trip. Everyone. We're going to launch this event. We're going to have speakers. We're going to have leadership training. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're not going to be on the cruise, just meetings all the time. You know, we might be poolside doing some stuff. Marvin, you look like—
So Brad, that means that either you pay or we pay. So we're happy to pay, but you need to do the work.
Hey, type that in there, Michael. Type that in the chat. You pay or we pay. So everybody sees it. Michael's got these privileges, so I'm kind of putting them in there. So we want to know, reason we have the registration, we've got to reserve the ship. So we want to know who's going to come, who's coming, who's planning on coming. You may reserve 2 cabins because you know you're going to enroll some people that are going to be there. So you may reserve more than one of these. Okay, we need the deposits down though. So that's what most people do. I know they might reserve a couple rooms because they're taking people with them. Now this is going to be for everyone, but you pay or we pay, and we just soon pay. We would love to pay. So why is that 10K important? That's why I wanted to talk about the Jaya Wave. How many Jaya Wave if you had Wave 1 qualifiers, now hopefully you got Wave 2, that's a lot more volume than Wave 1. So I'm just focusing that basic success unit. I mentioned how many Wave 1 qualifiers would get you to a 10K producer. Type in the chat. If you got here late, you didn't see that slide, but I just showed the slide just before this one. There we go, Marvin. Thank you. It's 20 Wave 1 on your team. If you have 20 people who are Wave 1 qualifiers, then you're going to be on, we'll be paid for your cruise, okay?
So that doesn't mean, Brad, that everybody is direct to you. That means that throughout your entire team, you have 20
Yes.
people who are Wave 1 qualifiers. They can be 1 wave away from you or 20 waves away from you.
Yep, does not matter. Our plan just pays on volume. So the volume that's being produced, it could be 3 away. You could have it 4 away, 7 away with these Wave 1 qualifiers popping in. So I don't know anything more that helps with our senses, with taste, smell, sight, sound, and touch, than being on an exotic place together. That's why I kind of because they have massages on these things that we'll be going. So we'll have all this cool stuff, smelling the ocean. It's going to be an amazing trip, but we want everybody there. So I want to just walk through how to get you there, how your people could get there. First focus, though, I want you thinking, I need myself to be Wave 1 qualified. I need to be doing my 150 and have at least 3 people that are active on my first wave doing that too as well, duplicating me, and then begin to help those on your team that want to do that as well. Now, here's another thing. We all know that, as I mentioned, we just went through the numbers. The Limitless Enrollment Launch Pack is 150 in volume. You're going to make a referral profit every time somebody enrolls with that. Now, I just wanted to kind of reiterate, say you had 3 teams and then you enrolled somebody too. So you had 20 people that enrolled this month, in any month. Let's just say it was the month of July, because you need to hit that 10K by the end of July. So that's end of July, and hold it for 3 months for us to pay 100% back to you. So let's get there by July. Well, if you enrolled 20 people in July on just the Limitless Performance Stack, it would produce 3,000 in reward volume for you. Say team 1 enrolled 10 and team 2 did 6 and team 3 did 3 and you enrolled 1, all at 150, it produces 3,000 reward volume, which is great. That's great. That's awesome. That would put you you'd be at a 3K at least just from those enrollments, not people that come in, and you'd make some money. But if it was a discovery pack that produces 300 in reward volume, and you enrolled the same amount of people, did the same work, it would be double the volume. That's the math part. Y'all got the math. You'd be at 6,000. So you're not quite to the 10K, but then I just want you to know right here, I would go, we'll jump to the last one, the Business Enrollment Pack, Business Builder Enrollment Pack, 500 in reward volume. If you did the same thing, same work, 20 enrollments in the month of July, you would produce 10,000 in reward volume, and you'd have your first month in towards that cruise having it all paid for. So I just kind of wanted to emphasize again, these enrollment packs, Jaya Wave, the Wave 1, how important that is. The enrollment packs, and what you promote is what you're going to get. If you're promoting the Limitless one, you just need some more people. If you promote the Discovery, you don't need as many. But if it's the Business Builder, you'll get a combination of all these. You can do the math. I just did it for you for today. Now, as I kind of go into this, I want to emphasize here also, once you've enrolled them, we don't care how you enroll them. It's just After that, get them set up on their monthly loyalty order with the Limitless Performance Stack. They can choose to do whatever they want. It's great, but this is the quickest way to 150 in reward volume, is that Limitless Performance Stack, okay? So get them enrolled on the Limitless Performance Stack no matter how they come in. Now here I'm going to go through, here's what we're going to do, gang. Here's how we get you, we paying for you. Here's how it's all going to be paid for. Now, again, I want to emphasize, when we put this stuff up, you need to go in and enroll and register and put a deposit down. That's what the plan is going to be. We'll be able to then book how many cabins we need. If you think you're going to need 3 of them because you have 3 people coming with you, great. Let's get that all in place and start booking them as we get this up and going. We're planning on having that ready by February 1. Here's January. Here's what we're going to say. You're going to enroll 3 people. If you were brand new right now and you enrolled 3 people on a business builder enrollment pack in the month of January, each one of those you'd now have 3 teams. You're a wave 1 qualifier, by the way. You would now be a wave 1 qualifier. That's what we're looking to do. And I'm not going to get all the other monies you make, but you would have 3 times 500 equals 1,500. If you look at the chart over here, 1,500 produces $250. That in month 1, your total volume just show down here to be 1,650 because you did your 150.
So Brad, they get the $250, and then they also get the wave 1 bonus. And so how much is that? So $250 plus
$50. So that's $300. Now I'm going to share with you too, because you enrolled 3 people on the Business Builder Pack. How much do you make when you enroll someone on a Business Builder Pack? The referral profit is in the chat, $425. So 425 times 3. So, you know, that's when we show all this. So you've just earned $1,500 basically this month when you do that. So you can all pay for the trip, put the money down, the trip's there. We'll give it back to you though, when we get there, if you're qualifying at the end of the month. So this is month 1, just do that. Now month 2, have the 3 people. If the 3 people you brought in each just enrolled 1, we would like them to each enroll 3, right? But if they just each enrolled 1, so the 3 people you enrolled, if they each enrolled 1 person with the business pack, again, it would produce $1,500 in RV. So this is your residual income just coming in every month, $250 for you. But you now have 3 people from the previous month on their loyalty order. And so you produced a total of $2,100 in RV. Month 3 is March. Now on your first team, you have on that team, you've got 2 people, but a total of 3 new people got enrolled on team 1 with the Business Builder. Let's say a total of 2 new people got enrolled on team 2 and only 1 new person got enrolled on team 3. That would be 6 times 500 is 300 in RV. That volume, that's volume to you. That's in your volume. You didn't enroll any of them. Your team did. But you now make $500 a month base commission from the chart over here. Learn this chart. But you had 6 people now on the loyalty order on the Limitless Stack. So that produced 900. So altogether, you're now at 4,000 RV. We're counting. You know that when you enroll people, first month's the enrollment pack, the next month they're on a loyalty order. We want that process to keep going over and over and over. Hopefully you're discovering something here. But now we go into our month 4. Team 1 enrolled 3 more people. Team 2, 2. Team 3, 1. It's again 3,000 in RV from that, but we had 6 from the previous doing that. We're there again. I may have skipped a month here, but now in month 5, Team 1 enrolls 6. Team 2, 4. Team 3, 2. See, this is little pieces, gang. You can teach your team. I'll send this out, but you can do this math yourself. You just have 2 new enrollments on team 3. You have 4 on team 4 this month. This is in month, I think 5 here. That's 12 people. That's 6,000 in RV. Plus you have 12 on 150 loyalty orders, 1,800. That puts you at 7,800. You're that close to being a 10K producer. Now we'll roll into month 6. We're in June, a month ahead of schedule. a month ahead of when you need to have this done by. But you have 9 new people come in on your biggest team. You have 6 people come in on your second biggest team. You have 3 people come in on that. That's now 18 people. 18 people at 500's 9,000 reward volume. You have 24 that are on the limitless loyalty order every month. So that's 3,600. 3,600 plus the 9,000 from the enrollments. You're now at 12,600, and you got your first month of qualifying to have your trip paid for, reimbursed back to you. So I just want to do this little exercise with everybody to help you understand. Now, in this month, right now we're in, go enroll 3 people. Get 3 new people in. Make sure you're Wave 1 qualified. The Business Builder Pack would help you get there quicker. But I want to show you another slide here. We want you to be out there with us. Anjali Global at our pre-launch event. You pay or we pay. Right now, get as many people as you possibly can find to pay to get lock their spot, to lock it in. Know that they're coming with us. And then let's do everything in our power to help them get it so we pay for it. So it's paid back to them. All right. I wanted to just share, this is for Bob Law in particular. We want you to join us and be well on this one. We want him to get the victory ring right there. We haven't actually made these, Bob, but you asked me one time how you got one of those. Maybe we'll figure something out for you if you get this thing paid for, Mr. Bob. But that's our elephant, because there's unity. I don't know if you know that if you study elephants, there's love and unity. They're a tribe. They work together. No, they call the herd sticks together. That's kind of us, and we want to honor people with that. But join us and be well. Now, again, I want to kind of share. Here's the basic numbers again on Limitless Performance Stacks. If you have 66 people on your team, all on a Limitless Performance Stack, if you had 3 teams with 22 each doing that, you would also be a 10K producer. So the quicker you get to that, the quicker you get that number of 66 on a loyalty order, but the enrollments help you get there faster. Enrollments help you get there quicker, particularly if it's a bigger pack. So you're there, generate the volume faster. It helps you get to the money a little faster. So that's kind of what I wanted to share with y'all today. We got the chat here if you have questions and stuff. What if freedom's possible? I just kind of share this because Marvin's got I'm going to stop sharing, but we can all be free. This is Kim on the deck with the wind blowing, her hair. Her and Bob are on they're doing the Titanic thing. You know, maybe it's Michael and Leslie up there. You know, I don't know. But the fun thing is it could be your whole family. They're all invited on this trip with us. Want you to know that. We believe in families. We believe in being together. Bring them. Just they got to pay. Everybody's paying their way to be on this great event for us. We just want you to be in a position that we're going to give back to you. Okay, that it comes back from us. So we want to join us. Take your claim to peace. And Marvin, I'm going to stop sharing and turn this over to you.
Well, there's so many different things. First of all, Brad, I guess that if everyone wants to show you their appreciation, they could put a 1 in the chat and just tell Brad, thank you for helping us to learn how important this business is. Now, I've spent a little bit of time in putting together a video that somewhat recaps what Brad has just done, but in a little more bit of a detail. I think that what he just presented to you will help you to understand this video even better. This is not a recruiting video. This is a training video. I guess it could be used as both, but it's, I think you'll have fun with this. And I think it's going to be interesting for you. Now, I've noticed I actually have worked on this. I'm not even going to tell you how long I worked on it. I'm kind of embarrassed it took me so long, but I will tell you that I still have a few little errors in some things that I need to fix. Like I call my main character by a different name on this very second slide. Her name is not Anna. Her name is Julie. And so you're going to see that in this character, okay? And I'll make those corrections before we put the video out to you. But here we go. And I'm going to share my screen and let you watch what I have been working on to help you.
Julie has a lot on her plate as a single parent who earns minimum wage.
She has to balance her finances, care for her family, and manage her time effectively. One day, Julie learned about Anjali's Ayurveda-inspired products from her friend Paul. She tried the Limitless Performance Stack and loved it. The products helped boost her energy levels, made her feel younger, and helped her maintain her weight. Paul encouraged Julie to attend the Thursday Opportunity meeting, which she found fascinating. Julie was particularly impressed by the Vedic tribes who invented Ayurveda and yoga, and she felt compelled to share her discovery with everyone she knew. At first glance, Julie was intrigued by the Anjali Rewards adventure. She found the rewards plan simple but wanted to ensure she understood the channels and asked Paul to explain how they work. Paul told Julie that first she should target the income she needed on the cash rewards chart so he could help her focus her efforts. Julie told him that an extra $2,000 would be amazing for starters. Paul indicated that she and her organization would need to generate $10,000 in total reward volume to earn that amount. Julie asked Paul to break that down. Paul showed Julie a group of 5 teams as an example. He explained that Channel 1 represented the combined reward volume of her 5 teams each month, plus her own personal reward volume that included her guests. Channel 2 represents the total reward volume minus the amount generated by the largest team. Channel 3 represents the remaining reward volume after subtracting the 2 largest teams. Next, Paul explained that Julie needed to meet 3 requirements to get paid. First, she needed to ensure that no single team made up 60% of the 10,000 reward volume requirement listed on the team rewards chart. Second, she needed to ensure Channel 2 made up at least 40% of the 10K reward volume requirement. Third, she needed to ensure Channel 3 reward volume made up at least 15% of the 10K reward volume requirement. Finally, Paul left Julie with an invaluable tip to help her meet her cash reward goal. He explained how excess personal reward volume in Channel 3 makes up for shortages in Channels 1 and or 2. This tip proved particularly helpful for Julie's social media influencer friends who build their business almost exclusively with guest customers. It would also help her when she was short a few hundred in reward volume and needed to generate more to reach her goal. Julie saw how everything was structured to help her succeed. It was then and there Julie decided she wanted to do this as a business, and straight away she joined Paul's team as a brand ambassador. Julie opted for the Business Enrollment Pack to launch her business. The pack includes the Care Blue Water Collection, the Care Beyond Fitness Collection, and the NutraVeda Supplement Collection. The $120 yearly license fee was included in the pack, so she didn't have to pay anything extra. Julie was confident she had made the right decision for her family. Julie chose the Business Enrollment Pack because it provided her with 2 of everything Anjali offers, except for the water products, which meant she had enough products to use and share. She was particularly interested in how relief could help her mother with her inflammation. With her purchase, Julie received 5 Freedom Shares as part of the early adopter revenue sharing pool promoted by Anjali for a limited time. She marveled at how the company offered the equivalent of equity stakeholder benefits to those who engaged in building a business. No wonder everyone loves Anjali. Determined to keep those shares and earn even more, Julie immediately set up a Limitless Performance Stack loyalty order that would process monthly and give her the $150 in reward volume required to secure the Freedom Shares she was granted, so they would become fully vested in 6 months. Following Paul's example, Julie shared her products and experiences with her friends, Jeff, Sarah, and Lisa, and had them attend the Tuesday Opportunity meeting. After the meeting, Julie got Paul on Zoom for a 3-way call with her team. Paul had them so pumped that they all joined Anjali with the same business enrollment pack as Julie and set up a Limitless Performance Stack on loyalty order. And guess what? Julie earned another Freedom Share. To her delight, Julie received $1,275 in referral profits 2 weeks later. She also qualified for a $50 Jaya Wave victory bonus for having 3 people on her front line who generated more than the required reward volume. She even qualified for a $250 team cash reward. This means she made $1,575 in cash rewards by helping Jeff, Sarah, and Lisa do what she was doing. She paid off her business enrollment pack on her credit card and had $280 left to spend how she liked. Julie was excited to learn that cash rewards are credited to her e-wallet in the office portal. Anjali provides its brand ambassadors so they can track and monitor their business efforts. She quickly transferred the funds to Anjali's payment provider and directed them to be deposited into her bank account. Julie asked Paul why she received 50 loyalty points. Paul explained that the Business Builder Pack generates 500 in reward volume, which Anjali uses to calculate cash rewards. So, when Julie combined her reward volume with Jeff, Sarah, and Lisa, she qualified as a 1.5K promoter. As an added benefit, she was entitled to receive 50 loyalty points. Julie was curious about what she could do with her loyalty points. Paul told her she could redeem them in the Anjali Loyalty Reward Store for products, merchandise, or even a ticket for the company's annual incentive trip. He also cautioned Julie that loyalty points expire 2 years from their issue date, so she must use them before they expire. Paul also explained that there were alternative ways to earn loyalty points. For instance, if Julie's Subscribe and Save loyalty order is successfully processed monthly, she could earn up to 15% of the reward volume generated in loyalty points. Moreover, when Julie and her guest customers reach 300, 500, or 1,000 in reward volume benchmarks, Julie will receive the corresponding 50, 100, or 250 loyalty points offered. Paul mentioned that guests could also earn loyalty rewards from their purchases and guest-to-guest referrals. Even more, they were also welcome to redeem their loyalty points for the same things offered to brand ambassadors, even the annual incentive trip. Julie felt compelled to share all this amazing information with her team so that they could make plans to qualify for the company trip and travel together. She was excited about celebrating life with her friends while motivating them to stay focused. Julie and her team decided that each would develop 3 guests and teach others they enrolled to do the same. After all, guest volume helps satisfy their monthly purchase qualifications. Plus, the purchases paid generous referral profits. They even contribute to earning loyalty reward points. More excited than ever, Julie worked with Jeff, Sarah, and Lisa and helped them each get 3 people who chose to build their business with the Business Enrollment Pack. All 9 new people also signed up for a Limitless Performance Stack subscription with 150 in reward volume. Julie personally enrolled Mark with the same deal. With 10 people jointly generating 5,000 in reward volume, plus 150 from Jeff, Sarah, and Lisa and her order, Julie had 5,600 in reward volume from our organization. She was just 400 short of hitting the 6K promoter rank and earning a $1,000 team cash reward. She quickly worked with her teammates to make that happen by adding more customers. At last, Julie and her team grasped the significance of the Jaya Wave Victory strategy. By getting everyone to enroll 3 brand ambassadors on their front line who generate 50 reward volume, including their guest reward volume, they would each be eligible for a $30 Wave 1 cash reward. If 4 people were enrolled on the front line, the cash reward would increase to $50, exactly what happened when Julie enrolled Mark. If everyone who joined the organization committed to enrolling at least 3 people and teaching them to follow the same strategy, the organization would grow rapidly, and the cash rewards offered by Anjali would be maximized. They would soon earn the other Jaya Wave cash rewards, potentially an additional $18,000 yearly. Julie worked with her team and made exceptional efforts during her second month. She earned just under $2,000 in cash rewards. She needed this money to pay her rent and utilities. Julie accomplished everything she was doing in the evenings after work. Within 2 months and less than 10 hours a week, Anjali had already blessed Julie's life, and the future looked even brighter. Julie bought her mom the pretty dress she wanted for her birthday. Julie was feeling extremely motivated to continue working hard. She knew she was providing people with excellent products, helping them earn extra income, and making progress in paying off her debts. Julie and her team came up with a success formula consisting of 7 simple steps that could be quickly followed by the people they added to their growing teams. 1. Become a product of the product. 2. Attend the Tuesday opportunity meeting. 3. Get on a 3-way call with the support line. 4. Purchase a business enrollment pack. 5. Have a Limitless Performance Stack loyalty order. 6. Enroll 3 guests. 7. Be Wave 1 qualified for the Jaya Wave bonus. By duplicating this pattern, Julie and her team were confident that all could achieve success. Julie made it her mission to have more Wave 1 qualified people on her team than any other team in Anjali. She focused on achieving this goal and found that her team members were hanging in there, making more money, and had greater motivation to succeed. Julie's account constantly received more money as her teams continued to grow. She was thrilled about the income she was generating and even more ecstatic that her friends were joining her on the path toward financial independence. Julie had learned an important lesson. By focusing on my team's success, I create my success. I love life at Anjali. The most exciting thing for Julie and her team was the number of them who qualified for the annual incentive trip to Cancun. Julie's team grew and she earned over $200K in Title Achievement Awards. She acquired shares in the Global Leadership Pool, watched as her Freedom shares grew, and protected them with her monthly loyalty order. She saved money to buy a home, paid off debt, and improved her credit score. Her team loved her. She helped them duplicate her success. Anjali was the key to her financial freedom, giving her more time for family and friends. Julie believed that nothing was greater than making a living while making a life. Let the adventure begin.
So I'll just
All right,
stop.
throw some fives in there. High five, and if you like that. That was all. I better put my 5 in.
So part of what we are constantly trying to do as a management team is we're trying to evaluate what can we do to help our people really grasp the concepts that we're teaching so that they can see that it's not something that's intimidating. And honestly, that's why I use the format of kind of turning it into a bit of a cartoon, so that you could see it as something that can even be explained in a cartoon kind of a fashion and help people understand how this works, that it's not something that's going to overwhelm you. And it actually is that simple. It's not that complicated of a compensation plan in comparison with any other compensation plan I know of in the industry. And I've written compensation plans, every kind of compensation plan that there is, except for this one. This one was actually written primarily by Brad, and then I think I've helped make a few little tweaks here and there as we try to take it into a different realm from anything that's out there. And I think that what you can see from this video is it serves so many different purposes. That feature that we have in our compensation plan, where you don't have any volume in all of those previous 5 teams, but it's all your personal volume because you have a bunch of customers because you're an influencer. And you could be an influencer in a church, or you could be an influencer in beauty salons, or you could be an influencer in wherever it might be. You meet all of the requirements for that particular rank, just like you would if you were doing it through duplication and other people. So it gives you options. It also makes a perfect combination, because if you're 400 short like Julie was that 1 month, then you can just go get some more customers and put the volume there, and it feeds the whole thing. Another thing that we've done as a company to be friendly. So many companies, when you hit the end of the month, that's the end of the month. And if you made it, you made it. And if you didn't, you didn't, and you fail. We don't do that. We give you time to actually look at what happened with your results and make any adjustments, so that if you were close and it is worth it to you, you can make those adjustments and succeed. It's important to us that we honor our relationship with you, that we're not the policeman trying to create some kind of a system that will allow you to fail. We are simply your friends who want you to succeed, and we love you, and we want you to have that kind of success in your life, because what will that do? It will breed success. It will help other people be successful. And when that happens, I honestly believe that as a company, as a team of hardworking people, as a team of good people with good hearts, we can change the world. It has to start somewhere. And boy, does this world need changing. Who agrees with that? Come on, give me. This is crazy, and we got to change it. And it starts with the goodness of the people right here. Thanks very much for being with us today. Brad, did you have something else you wanted to add?
Well, I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that, we're as we work together, chatting in our chats and smiling. Everybody's important. Everybody's input's important. This week, I know, Marvin, you and Eric are flying out to see Joseph out in South Carolina.
We
And
are.
so there's committees there. We'll get word out where you can type people into, and then you're heading down to Florida and
Yep.
seeing Miss Kim and Bob. You're not a Miss Kim, Bob, but Mr. but I got Bob there. Laws. And then I even believe you're going to see Sharon and Chris down in Orlando area. So
That's
we'll get
correct,
the word
yep.
out. Tune in, join that. We'll get our normal Tuesday opportunity call, and then Thursday training again. So, gang, thank you. Let's get excited about our event, and we got to build to it. Let's build to that event. We kind of laid out a path for you to build to, but it starts in January, right? You don't want to wait till the last minute. Let's start building it now. We'll get information out to you. You'll start seeing that information this next couple of weeks. But by our corporate update call, we will have. That's the time that you guys will be putting your money down. You're going to
Wouldn't
say,
it be
"It's gonna
cool?
be an
Wouldn't it be
event."
cool, Brad? Brad, wouldn't it be cool if we could fill up that ship with people just from Angeli, that were all associated or affiliated with us, and we could have thousands of people rocking that boat, man. I think we could actually make it move. We could have some motion in the ocean. So thank you very much, everyone, once again.
So everyone, though, Eric, do you want to say? I saw Eric popping up there, and Coach. I don't know if I don't want to leave anybody else. You got something to say.
And Michael's been your co-host. He ought to say something too.
Michael,
Right?
you're muted, Michael. Eric, everybody's muted. But hey, one thing I wanted to tell everyone.
Eric's not muted. Go ahead, Eric.
Go ahead, Eric.
Okay. I am very excited for this promotion, and what a fantastic video. Yeah. Marvin, you amaze me. I've never seen a CEO with so many talents, and what's really cool is he learned some of them from Coach. Coach is an amazing man.
Yeah, Coach.
No, that is
guys
absolutely true. That is so true.
I know, and you guys rock the known world, man. I feel blessed
Old
to be able
men
to be.
rule. It's because old men rule, Eric. That's it.
Yeah. I feel very blessed to be in here, and I'm excited to work my little butt right off and get to that event and get my all of the other master distributors in this company, get all of us to that event. That is my goal. If you need anything from me, anyone, just let me know, text me. Texting me is the best way, and I'm happy to help. And I'm going to give you my number. I'm going to give everybody my number so that you have that. If you want to write it down, my name again is Eric Glenn, and my number is 801-616-8272. I'll do that again. That's Eric Glenn, 801-616-8272, because I am here with Coach. I am here with Bill. I am here with Joseph and Lamar and I just got, as I go down through here, I got Mary and Cheryl and Mark and Elaine and Bob and Kim and so many of you, and Jennifer, what a rock star. I am here to help you build your business and take it to the level where you can all attend this event. Every single one of us and our significant others, and if we have a child that wants to go, maybe you have an adult child and spouse or just whoever, they can come too. Let's turn this into something that really is an event to remember. Thank you, Marvin. Thank you, Brad. My hat's off to you guys. Incredible job.
Eric, as we mention this to everyone again, this is our event. It's not an incentive trip. It's our event. It's our pre-launch. We're kicking this thing off. Let the adventure be. And we want no better place, though. Sometimes you're trying to get some of your friends and family to meet people like that are in like Coach, but they don't want to go to some meeting, but they can show up. They want to go on a cruise. And so we'll be there rubbing shoulders with them all. We'll spend some time, we'll get a little theater or something in the daytime on a couple of those days and have a lot of fun and learning. And as we're out there launching everything that we're doing, but get everybody there. So like Marvin said, wouldn't it be cool if I've got Elaine and she goes, I've got 3 rooms, cabins I'm booking. And Cheryl said, I'm booking 4. I got you outnumbered, coach. I'm doing 5. And we
Well,
booked-
I can tell you myself, I'm going to book at least 5 myself. So, because I've got other guys, I got a woman that is just an incredible network marketer that I happened to, the timing was right. The blessings were right. And I was on a call with Rajiv when she called, and we did a 3-way, and she is just hounding me to death for more information. So and she is like somebody I've known for 20 years. She is an amazing person, and I know she'll have people that would want to go. So I got to make sure I reserve some rooms.
So, and Spice, I didn't want to leave Spice out too. Say hello to Spice. And we've got a great team here, everybody. This could be the first time we hopefully we're meeting y'all in person before then, but let's get a bunch of people that we're on this cruise together. We're gonna have a great time. So if you're short some money to register for it though, enroll somebody with a business pack. You'll have what you need. So that's kind of what I wanted to share. It's all I've got, Marvin. Again.
Well, we said we
20,
invited
20
Coach
more.
and Michael. We invited Coach and Michael to give us the last word
Oh
here.
yeah,
but
go ahead, Coach
you're
Michael.
just talking right over the top of them. I'm not going to allow
I
that.
know. I'm so enthused, Coach. I got my Hawaiian shirt on, and you were wearing one.
Well, thank you. I feel the venue is fantastic on a cruise ship. I mean, Pastor Chris should definitely love that because he loves cruises. But again, Marvin, I want to thank you. That's the best training situation I've seen. And I guarantee I'll be walking to it until I get it fully understood. But yes, we can make a lot of 10Ks in a given channel, and it will happen. And Eric's got a beautiful approach, as we got 20 master distributors here today, because everybody can be a master. 4 or 5 years from today, you are the master of your own organization, and it will blow up. Thank you. And Brother Michael, over to
Yes,
you.
sir. Yes, sir. You know, the perspective I have is in building companies most of my life, the talent that you have on that team is the determinant of the future. And this Anjali model and this Ayurvedic supplements, I want to call it medicine because to me it is medicine. And that whole life and death point of view that soldiers have and doctors have and health and wellness people have and brand ambassadors who are health and wellness people. You can see it, you can feel it. And this team, as I look at all your faces, is got so much doggone talent that this is a day to remember, that we'll all remember. Because of Marvin and Rajiv and Brad and Coach and Eric and Jennifer and Kim and Bob, and I mean, I mentioned every one of you.
And Marion, Elaine, and Spice, and Cheryl.
Laverne, Jason.
Don't want to leave anybody out. I mean, Elaine and Mary for sure, and Cheryl, literally
Arlene.
everybody.
Kia,
Alice.
Jason.
Jason, yes. Don't forget anybody.
There's Mark, and let's see who else. Joseph. Oh, I can't even believe we haven't talked about you yet. Big Money, Alice, Laverne.
Yes.
I think I've got y'all.
Uh-oh.
We're just giving y'all a shout out.
Maimuna is loading up and getting ready to have a fantastic month. And it's a pleasure working with her. She actually had a cold call on the street and then she put together a three-way with Kim. And of course, Kim knocks the ball out of the park. I don't know why. We all don't use Kim every time. We gotta wear Kim out because she's so good. That testimonial she shared on Thursday night as she and Bob came back to get on their call. And to see you get emotional, Kim, about how life and death issue is to you two, just touched my heart. So lots of talent here. What coach is doing is crazy. But anyway, I think there's a heck of a team that's gonna go a long ways. God bless you all.
Thanks,
Namaste,
everybody.
Thanks,
as they say.
Thanks,
Jim
Joseph,
Wall.
for being on the line today. Appreciate being able to go there this week with Marvin and with Coach to attend your event you're having for ministers. That's going to be a great deal, and I know that Coach is really excited about being there with you. So thank
Very
you.
I'll be
See you
there.
guys.
I'll be